Okie dokie. All right. Here we go. And what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to another episode of the ZolYin podcast, where we talk about books, brains, and blockchains, and beyond outer space sometimes. That's new. Hope you enjoyed that. Soon I'm definitely going to be, I'm not gonna say that word. I'm trying not to get in trouble this time. This morning, I had to take down the video because I did a video this morning. I did a live stream this morning. This is kind of a redo of that live stream in a way, but better. Trust me. I got in trouble. YouTube was like, you said no words and violated the big bag, the big trust. You know, the big trust we got in you. You violated the TOS and all that stuff, and I said no. So they try to give me a strike. I was on the phone with YouTube today. Well, really, I was DMing them on Twitter, and they were very responsive. So I said all the right words, and I got it all cleared up. But I had to take the video down, so I'm sorry. Don't worry though, we're doing another one. It's gonna be better. It was already kind of disconnected and not really prepared, and I just woke up and all that stuff, and I was kind of raggedy. I'm still kind of raggedy a little bit, not gonna lie. Oh man, listen, I'm a little out of practice, okay? I hadn't done a live stream proper for like a week, and before that, I was still kind of recovering from all the headaches. It was pretty bad. That accident really took me for a loop, man. It messed up my entire nutrition. I had to, man, it was bad, dude. It messed my whole nutrition up. I had to start over. I had to really, I saw my muscles atrophy. So I'm getting back. I got back in the gym 2 days ago. I think 3 days ago, something like that. And I'm just slowly but surely getting back up to speed. So hopefully I'll be back at my goal, on my path to greatness again, on my way. All right, let me just make sure I send this out. I forgot to do that. I'm so out of practice, guys. Let me just make sure I haven't lost it. Oh, I definitely lost it, guys. Let me see. There's lots going on. Got a lot of, got calls happening, got people hanging out, all that good stuff. Let me just go ahead and send that out. I'll send it out. I think I did good. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. All right, just push forward. There you go. All right, so let me see right quick what's going on in the chat. If the chat's all good, or let me put that volume down there. I think we're good. Oh shoot, you got everybody here. That was quick. Came here to get into fights with people. Oh man, that's so funny. Greg B says, laugh my ass off. The Sam says the magic words are I am I. Yeah, I didn't even say that to them. I didn't even tell them that. I don't even think my picture's on there. I should start using that. I'm not gonna lie. I really have too much integrity. I gotta start. I'm messed up, man. I'm messing up the game. I'm not even doing this right. Let me go ahead and put the chat. Where's the chat at? I don't know what I did with that. Oh man, I became my old man. I just don't even know who I am anymore. Jeez, 1 month of like one weird month to throw you right off. I can't even do this. This is terrible for the audio. I apologize if you're listening to the audio. I'm sorry. This is not like me. There we go. It's all stretched out. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm done. Play it if you got it. Play it if you got it. My uncle says that. Oh man. Speaking of which, I gotta start monetizing stuff. I'm messed up. I'm messing up this whole game. I'm gonna take care of that. I gotta figure out how to. I'm in the what do you call it? The void with PayPal. Having some issues. I'll fix that though. I almost got it completed. I just They want you to jump through hoops and sell your soul. That's what they want. Okay, anyways, I'm going to talk to you guys about what I was trying to say this morning. But this time, not so, what do you call it? Incoherent. It was really incoherent. One of the things I wanted to talk about is staying focused and not being distracted. That's kind of the name of the game here. And really what that means is not letting yourself getting black-pilled. I think getting black-pilled is a big distraction. Soy Mafia says, Yin has been branded not a boomer. Oh, man. I absolutely loathe boomers. Get payment link up with a funny sound, but yeah, I should. That'd be good. Man, I really hate boomers, bro. I shouldn't say that. YouTube, I actually love boomers, okay? Take that back, all right? Don't get me in trouble, YouTube. I'm already in hot water. Jesus, I lost a whole episode. It's okay. We're not going to dwell on that. I got plenty of episodes in me. It'll be fine. One of the things I wanted to talk about is not allowing yourself to get distracted by black pill content. That's not to say that you shouldn't care about the world. Nobody's saying that. You can care about anything you want, okay? It's your life. Do what works for you. But just at least understand yourself enough that you know what your capacity is. Because maybe you're a guy who cares about 1, 2, 3 things and that's all you got. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. You know, if you care about 5 things and it's your capability to do so, that's fine. Just make sure that, you know, it's you know, that at the end of the day, your energy is spent, you know, wisely at the end. Like, you still have enough to do the things you need to take care of for yourself because you're important, okay? Sitar plays and a cash register clings. That would be cool, actually. Welcome to the Rug Show. Welcome to the Rug Show. Yo, I'm thinking about providing, excuse me, is that a bad sign? No. I'm thinking about providing some sort of therapy as a non-therapist, right? Okay, I'm not licensed or anything. For people who like aped in too much into alpha token or whatever, because I could do consults, man, like that for people who like need to sit down and just talk about it, man. Because you know, I think the problem is a lot of people are like that one guy who was in Celsius and the r/Celsius on Reddit. I hate talking about Reddit. Look at me now. I'm mentioning Reddit. See, guys, it's a poison. It seeps into your fiber, and now you. All right, I try not to go to Reddit, okay? That's something that I think is a bad place. But sometimes it serves a purpose. Like that guy who was basically saying he was gonna jump off the roof or go to Lowe's, as we call it. The clips on the soundboard. Yeah, I gotta get a soundboard. I'm gonna make that happen. What does Rolo use again? His soundboard is so out of there. It's out there. It's way out there. But actually though, I like the I gotta give him credit for one thing. I like the way it comes out, the audio, how he sounds. I don't know if it's reverb or what that under that layer of, I don't know if it's editing or what. I don't think it's editing, right? When he's live, that's got to be like reverb or something, right? I got to figure out how to do that. Get a soundboard and make that happen. I think that's Rodecaster. Is that Rodecaster? I got to figure out what settings to do because I'll do that. I love that. That was it comes out crisp. I need that. I need that in my life. That's like when the kid you know, when you're playing basketball as a kid and you see some kid and you're like, I hate that kid. But look at those shoes. Hey, those shoes are those got to be the most comfy shoes on the planet. You know, even his jump shot good. That's crazy. Anyways, speaking of upgrade, I gotta shave, man. I'm feeling the heat. This beard's raggedy. I gotta get rid of it. What was I talking about originally? Oh yeah. So yeah, don't get distracted, just like I just did. Make sure that you know you have your A's, B's, and C's together. That you're still on your road to where you want to go. Don't let anyone stop you. You know, it's your life at the end of the day. When you get to the end, you want to look back and say, yeah, I accomplished something. I got something done. I did what I needed to do. Don't let yourself be held back. You know what I mean? That's just, I think that's the, I think that itself is going to be something you regret. You know, when I grow old, I want to look back and say, yeah, I accomplished everything I wanted to do. You know, I made a book series that I'm proud of. You know, I made a a franchise, that's not going to get, abused, infiltrated, or whatever. The original vision will be there. People can give it to their kids, and they won't have to worry about any sort of hidden agenda. There won't be any of that. I do believe in the hero's journey, telling a good story, because there's not good. I mean, let's be honest. Name a story right now that you could give to your kid that they can continue finishing the entire story or whatever, and consume today's current product. It's very rare. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's very rare now. You have to really filter through what your kids consume. I mean, that's part of being a parent. So you see that stuff happening, and I see a market for me. So people like me who want to make something that's okay for the kids, that won't have like some sort of problems later. I mean, look at Harry Potter. You can't give your kid Harry Potter now, and in the beginning when we didn't know what it was really about, I mean, it was okay, but then now you're looking at it now and it's got all sorts of issues. Yin is not getting older due to gamma rays exposure. I'm not getting older thanks to the gamma rays. I blame Rolo. Oh man, I gotta stop. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get more in trouble. You two gonna be like, excuse me, come over here. No. Anyways, let's talk. Going back to my main point of distractions. I'm on my path, right? I know what I want to do, and I'm working towards what I want to do. One of the things I want to do is move. I'm making that happen. And also you have to be okay with change. When you're doing this stuff, a lot of people get hung up on change. They deep down are afraid of actually making changes in their lives, and I see that a lot. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I'm talking about like a wide group of content people, YouTubers. I've seen a lot of that. I've seen it in social media, especially on Twitter, when people are like, I'm sick and tired of this. I think I gotta stop reading Twitter, but I really like reading Twitter now because I figured out how to read Twitter with less toxicity. Like I read it to like understand new avenues of ways to reach out to people and get people interested in the show and stuff like that, and also get to learn things, and also get to learn like different ways of processing a lot of positive mindset, like different angles to things. I think one of the things I realized while I was on Twitter was having a time limit really has helped me being able to figure out get the best out of every social media that I'm using, being able to use whatever I need to use, being able to streamline everything. So I'm gonna teach you guys some things on how to actually stop being distracted, or at least curve your distraction, right? So you have more of a focus, how to be how to see it, how to become invisible, how to make distractions invisible to you, and you become invisible to it, and how you can navigate it better. It requires some bravery, because you do have to cut off certain people, certain content. You have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with cutting it off. People will hold you down, and I don't mean like in your everybody. I mean, there will be people who will do that. They'll give you all sorts of nonsense that's going on, like whatever drama is going on in their life that has nothing to do with you, or rather it's the same drama over and over. I go to this coffee shop once in a while, and it would always be something going on between the coffee shop people, and I just was like, don't pull me in this. Don't make your problems my problem. You know what I mean? And the coffee be wrong. And then I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own coffee. F it. And so I just decided to make the same type of coffee I would get over there at home, and then that was it. Saved myself a ton of money and time now. And at the same time, I flipped it. I turned a bad thing into a good thing. So I'm gonna teach you how to do that. I think that's very useful. What's needed to achieve your goals also, before we begin, is something you have to think about before you actually decide to go for your goals. You have to ask yourself, what are the things that you need to do to prepare for that kind of thing, to prepare your journey. Because once you start the journey, it's really kind of, even when you quit, if you quit, God forbid, you still kind of feel like that pull to come back, so it's never really over. Most people get back on the horse, and even if they never, quote unquote, never make it, they try, right? So I think you will make it if you keep pushing yourself. But those are the people who don't, and they just kind of get pulled in a very natural kind of way. That's like a little inner shame that they got. Because we all have inner shame. We all have like a type of that inner person in us that says, yeah, you could do better than this. Kill all your internet daddies. That's 100% true. Absolutely. That was tough because when you consume content, it's really tough because in the beginning you don't see the problem. I think that's like the number one step is like, do you see a problem? And most people don't see a problem. They have to go through some sort of hardship, some sort of stress, some sort of pain to realize, oh, I have a problem, right? For me, it was or put them in the retirement home and visit them every so often. So for me, I had to, with the cultivate stuff, I had to take a moment and I said, I'm doing something wrong. I'm processing this wrong. I'm relying too much on this channel, on this stuff, instead of just going with my original hunches. And so I started paper trading. That's really when I started get kind of comfortable, make a paper trade. And now I'm going into the whole crypto thing. But, we were doing paper trading on one side, watching the market move, and then pretending as if I was making these moves happen in real life. And then when I would see the real life reflect the moves I was making, I was getting more confident. So I tried the Shiba thing, and I tried a couple other tokens, and it worked wildly well. And that was when I realized, yeah, I'll be okay. I just got to be confident enough to do the moves to actually be okay with that. Another thing before I even go to the list is fear of it not working out is something that even I suffer from. What if it doesn't work out? What if I don't like it? What if for example, you move somewhere? It's a big step for a lot of people, right? If you never moved on your own to somewhere before, it can be a very scary thing. What if you go somewhere and you hate it, right? That can happen. It's very possible. Now, what's the likelihood of that? It's probably slim. Let's be honest. I mean, usually you end up liking the place you moved to. It's better than where you were going before, assuming you actually were doing a little bit of research and you kind of already knew what you're getting into, like you know what the trades are on paper. Usually it works out. But let's say it didn't. That's a fear people have. People are afraid to actually go out there and they're actually afraid to they stop themselves. They're like, oh, it'll probably not work out. And that's really what starts the in my opinion, the seed, the black pill seed, is when you're like in your mind, you're like, it won't work out because this and this and this and this and this, when really you should just allow yourself to fail. It's okay to fail. Failing is just the beginning. There's really no such thing as failure per se, right? I've talked about that before. The myth of failure. Failure is when you quit. I think failure is when you quit. If you go somewhere, I don't know, I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say you move to Missouri, all right, middle of nowhere, Missouri, and you love it, like on paper. Like you said, I love it on paper. Let's go and take a trip. You go over there as a trip, like you test it, whatever, and you're like, I really like it. But you still have that nagging feeling at the back of your mind, oh, what if I hate it? What if I hate it? But you already went there. You already went there for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, however long you were there, and you liked it and you didn't have any issue with it. You go back home, chances are you're probably going to hate, missing out on that opportunity, as opposed to giving it a try. Because even if, let's say you quit whatever job you quit and you go over there, let's say it didn't work out. At least you tried it and now it's knocked off your list, right? One of the things on my bucket list, deep down, I thought I was gonna live when I went to Africa, when I went to Morocco. I thought I was gonna live there. Deep down, I was thinking, after I visit, if it's great, I'm gonna try and see if I can move there. I went over there, I tried it, I liked it, but I didn't love it. It was okay, right? I was like, it's fine. There's other places that are better, because when I was traveling, I what do you call it? I layovered in other places, and I was like, oh, these other places are better. You know what I mean? So it was a good lesson. I was glad I did it, and I think that's an important lesson everyone can appreciate and experience. Just try it, Chris is in the chat. What's up, Chris? I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for asking. Jonathan says, fear of abandonment, have to overcome it in life. Yes, you have to overcome that fear of abandonment. It's okay. Take the leap. right? Take the leap, try it. You never know if you're going to like it. You're probably going to like it. You're probably going to say, regardless of how it ends up, you're probably going to look back and say, that's a story I can tell for the rest of my life. Skynet's already active. The alternative is what? To suffer? What's the point of that? Life's too short to suffer, just make it work for you. So don't hold yourself back. Let me see. Another thing, in order to go up in life, you need to maintain that. In order to go up in life, right? In order to do things, right? To make things happen, you need to do the act. You need activity. You need to actually go out there and do it. You need to take action. It's required of you, right? Sitting there and just feeling sorry for yourself doesn't do anything, right? Never helps. False evidence appearing real. Right. If you want civility, you want a place that's you can feel safe as far as like your property is concerned. You want a place that doesn't have this I call it the Bernie problem. I call it the Bernie problem for a reason. Any wacky politician that's left that presents your state or presents your place, whatever, it doesn't matter. I think it's very good because that's a particular problem that they're having right now. But if any like wacky celebrity like makes your place look like a welcoming place for weirdos, right? You're gonna end up having that. You're gonna have a bunch of weirdos coming to your state. That's when you kind of stay too long, right? Let's be honest. You probably stay too long. I'm talking about myself specifically. I stay too long. With my situation, right, where civility is going down. You're having a lot of what is the term called? You're having a lot of common sense deficit. You're having a lot of intelligence deficit. You're having a lot of like I said, civility deficit. When people are not acting like civilians, when people are not acting like citizens, it's time to move. You know what I mean? It's time to move. It's time to move up. Again, not just move, but move up. You gotta keep moving up that step ladder, right? It's like there's like a book I read and I forgot what it was about specifically, but it was about an island and people have to keep making more structures and the water keeps rising, and I forgot what that book was called, but it was a good book because the undesirables, the worst people, like awful, terrible people, and they were lazy too, of course. They didn't want to like build, right? They drowned. They ended up drowning. The sea took them. It wasn't like the sea crept up. The sea eventually just took them, and the people who were working, they survived. They just kept building up towards towards the heavens. They kept building up, So that's life. That's a great example of like an allegory for life. Chris says, it's something I'm working on. I relapse sometimes, but only one way to move forward. That's the ticket. I like to hear that, man. I appreciate that. I think it's, again, life is about learning, right? It's about three things, learning, never stop moving, right? And finding a goal that's worth moving to, right? So you're finding new heights. I think that's important. Sometimes we relapse, like you said. I relapsed. I fell back and I lost a lot of gains. I really did, especially during the headache crisis. It was that was so painful. It was awful. Time for Northwest Maine. Northwest Maine. Hey, it's not bad. It's I just, the ice storms are kind of, I don't know. The ice storms are kind of whatever, but overall summertime's great over there. I might move. I don't like the taxes. That's the only. I have to look into the taxes. That's the only thing. Anyways, let me go to my 10. Is it 10? How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I can't even count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. I don't have 10. Oh well. All right. So I have 9 ways to, kind of push yourself from being distracted. Just things you can do if you want to. You can take it or leave it. One of the things I personally do, and I do almost all of these things all the time. Almost. At least I do 2 of these a week at least. One is, sleep earlier. Sleep earlier is good for you because let's say you were like a binge watcher. Like I have that problem sometimes. If I watch a show or a series or something, not like entertainment show, but like an education documentary. That's my weakness, guys. My weakness is documentaries, man. I once I get my teeth into a good one, it's over for me. So I try to keep it at a minimum. At a minimum. I gotta cut my nail. I keep it at a minimum. Otherwise I'll be watching that stuff all night, you know. So sleeping earlier, I wake up, I feel refreshed. I could do a show, I could do whatever. I can go to the gym, I can drink water, I don't even need coffee when I wake up early. It's weird. I don't understand. I'll wake up late, I'll need coffee. If I wake up early, I don't need coffee. It's just a strange thing. Going to keep this on while I hit a quick lift. Good stuff. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Another thing you can do is go offline periodically. It's something I just started doing recently. You don't have to do like an all day thing. You don't have to do like a week thing. It's up to you. You know, do what works for you. I do an afternoon thing or a morning thing. I try to like move it around and try and experiment different ways. Soon I'll be able to do a whole day. That'll be fun. I'll have to keep this video saved as has a lot of replayability. Hey, no problem, bro. No problem. Another one is go. I already said go offline. Go for a walk or a run. Right. One thing that clears me up really well, like when my head is just full of all this crap, I can't think straight. You know, I'm stressed out. I go to the gym. I go for a quick cardio, or I go to the park. I go run for like around the lake or whatever for a while. It's really a pond. It's not a lake. It's a pond. I go run around the pond for a little while, and it really clears me up. Like even for going for a walk itself, maybe not in the mugginess, but it might help. I don't know. If you wake up earlier enough, you might be able to get some wind, you know, in the morning, some good breeze. I'm sure if you wake up at like 4 and you get out at 5, you probably will. We have some. This is gonna sound really insensitive, but we have some Asians in the morning, early morning. They go out there. I don't know if y'all have Asians who do this, but we have Asians who do this. They get up in the morning, like older people. They get up in the morning at like 3 or something, and they walk outside early in the morning before the sun rises. So that's pretty cool. And then they're out until after the sun rises. They're out until like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Then that's probably how they live so long. I think that's the secret. Like, you wake up early, you get plenty of sleep, right? You're an old person, you get plenty of sleep. You wake up early, you eat fish, right? You eat fish, you eat rice, and you go out in the early morning, you walk. I think that's the secret. I'm gonna try and adopt that. I'm gonna see if I become an old person and I have all my my brain and everything. I have everything going on because they're cognitive. They have a conversation with me and everything when I'm out there. I'm like, hey, how's it going? You know, it's actually pretty refreshing. I think it's pretty white pilling when I talk to people early in the morning and they're in such a good mood and I'm like just getting adjusted to the morning. I don't know what it is. It's infectious. I think that kind of positivity is really it really gets me to kind of have gratitude for a lot of things in life. And then because you know, I'm like in a better shape than them, right? I'm like younger, I have more energy, but they're still grateful for life. It's really refreshing. Jonathan says, getting outside no matter where is awesome to clear your head. Love kayaking as well. Yeah, dude, kayaking is so fun. Oh my god, dude, I love kayaking. It really wakes you up. You won't be asleep, that's for sure. It'll shake you to your core. It's like its own caffeine. It's weird. What's the other one? I had make a small to-do list. So let's say you have a bunch of stuff running in your head and you have a bunch of stuff you want to get done and you're not sure what order you need to get done. Just write it all down, make a small list, and just in your mind ask yourself, what is the most important thing that I have to do that has a time limit? And then you just go backwards from there, and that's pretty much how you solve most of your problems in life when it comes to like prioritizing. You know, get the ones that are important to you, right? There's some kind of consequence or something attached to it, that if you don't get it done on time, you get that one done first, and then you work backwards from there to the least important with no time limit. That doesn't mean push it off till tomorrow though. And then also understand what you're able to do. You know, be realistic. Write your goals is another one. Write your goals over and over and over until you know them by heart. That's something I do right now. I've been doing it. It's been very helpful for me. It kind of keeps me grounded, especially when you're like bogged down by everything in life and you're like, what was the point of all this? Why am I doing this? Because sometimes you do ask yourself that, like, what am I doing? What was the point of all this? Why did I start this journey in the first place? I mean, I'm in the middle of having a fight with PayPal and I'm like, why am I doing this again? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what was the purpose of this? So you just got to make sure you're comfortable enough with yourself that you know your goals, right? You know them, you have them down, and they're something that's not too far away, right? Something you can achieve, right? Something that's tangible that you can achieve. It has a time limit, and you're pushing yourself towards it. Another thing I do that I think really helps is working out. Have more clarity when I'm done working out, and I'm much more motivated and able to do whatever it is I was dreading on doing. I was like, oh, I gotta do this. I come out of the gym like, all right, let's attack it. I have a much more go get it attitude. Let me see. It's nice with Yin doing a Hulk smash on the outro. A Hulk smash on the outro. It's so funny. Another thing that works for me is meditation. I like the meditation. Meditation really, it kind of clears my mind. I learned that from Ed from LA. Oh, now he's from Las Vegas. Shout out to Ed. Thanks so much for that. That's very helpful. That man was wise. I think he made it. Pretty sure he made it. But that man was wise. He really gave me good words of wisdom about how to like make that happen, how to like clear your mind and actually, because I'm a very restless person. Like I'm sitting there, I'm closing my eyes, I'm like, what else is there left? What do I got to do? And actually now I actually have much better grip of like how to do it, and I'm actually more in zen when it comes to like that. I look forward to it. Sometimes I'll do it right before bed, and I'm able to just sleep right after. Like if I was gonna have a hard time sleeping, instead of taking some Advil, I'll meditate and I'll go to bed. I'll be able to sleep. I think Advil was that was a mistake. I regret that. If there's one thing I regret, and I will never ever recommend it to anybody ever in my life, unless like you're dying, you cannot live, like the doctor says you will die. Like who knows? And even like you're in pain and you're in such pain, I will never ever recommend painkillers again ever. I did it. I did Advil, and I took a high dosage of Advil. It made it way worse. It made those headaches way worse. Now, obviously, it's not gonna be for everybody. Some people it works out perfectly well. It's fine, but for me, it really was a mistake. I should have had instead fruit. That's what fixed it. Eating fruit, drinking more water, that fixed it naturally. I didn't even have to go to the doctor, really. I did go to the doctor eventually. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything like super serious, right? You never know. God forbid, knock on wood. But, I just wanted to make sure. And so I went there and it was fine. But the thing that made me mad was when they said, yeah, the Advil made it worse for you. It's not for everybody. And time to get high Advil. I do not recommend getting high on Advil. We do not endorse. Just wanted to make sure everyone knew that. Even though I'm laughing, I'm totally bad for you. Oh man. And this, it's funny. When I went to the dentist a long time ago and I was getting like surgery, I was getting a new tooth and I was in pain. They gave me a pill called Etodolac, which was like a super duper painkiller with like, it makes you fly high like a kite, like woo, I was in the sky. I was like, woo, magical, I'm in the sky, bro, I was a sky bro. Figure that out. I was through the clouds, woo, I literally felt like I was flying. And it was the biggest purple pill I ever had, and I'll never have that again. That sounded wrong when I said that. Why did it sound like a suppository? No, it was a terrible pill. I wouldn't recommend it because the after effects were horrible. Nightmares on nightmares, and they felt vivid. All my nightmares were going to work for free. It was slavery. Absolutely don't recommend it. That was the one thing I realized, like, man, drugs are really, really bad if they're bad. If they're bad, they're really bad. They're not like, oh, they're kind of bad. No, they're really bad. Like waking up and you're still in the nightmare, that's terrible. But anyways, where was I at? Number 9 is affirmations. Oh yeah, prayer. Yeah, prayer as affirmations, right? So you can use prayer to you can use prayer to really kind of like affirm whatever you want to believe, right? So like you're praying for something, and it's kind of like the task thing where not tasking, it's kind of like the goal thing where you're repeating it over and over. So you're praying, so you building faith in yourself in it, right? You're believing in it, and then also the affirmation part of it is you're repeating it, so you're programming yourself. So you're programming a positive thing that you want to believe in for yourself, that it's going to be true. And so eventually it becomes true because it's subconscious, right? And also you believe in it, you have a faith in it, so it's like reinforced. It's a reinforced belief. Sam says, the only thing I learned today is that Yin thinks slavery is a bad idea. Oh Lord, I'm about to get another strike. I will not talk about anything YouTube at all. Oh my God, dude, that thing got me on the wire. Man, why did I say that no word? Let me go back to where I was talking about. Oh, prayer. Yeah, so yeah, use prayer, man. If it helps, I think it could help. If you are religious. If you're not, maybe try it. You never know. You might like it. People trying drugs. You may as well try religion. Try Christianity. Try something, right? Just don't try Satanism, please. Now YouTube's really mad. I mean YouTube. I don't mean you're a Satanist. See, now I'm gonna get another strike. You see what happened? You see? Why even bother? This is the episode. Yin's over. What was I gonna talk about? Oh, I have another one, actually, a bonus one. If you have a big task that you are dreading on doing, you know what you could do? Just break it down into pieces and do one piece a day. Do one piece a day. If it's a big task, it's kind of a tough task to take on. Just do it one piece a day, and break it down 5 days a week, and see if you can do it by Friday. Or 7 days a week, whatever floats your boat. I think that really helps. Unless it's raising a kid, I don't know how you do that. I don't really know how that works. But anyways, I'm not a parent, so I don't know how that works. I know, man. And Yin paints himself into a box here. No, but yeah, man, I think if you do any of these things, right, I think it'll really help you. I think it'll. I was supposed to do a whiteboard with this, but oh well. I think it'll really help you. I think it'll keep you kind of like balanced. Keeps you away from the black pill. It keeps you keep working towards your goal until you make it, and then you make a new goal, and then you go after that goal, and then you just keep elevating yourself. Don't stay down with the riffraff. That's my mistake. See, I stayed too long, and now I'm dealing with riffraff problems. Okay. Don't end up like me, all right? I have to now throw the lifeline for myself, and what's the term I'm looking for? I have to exponentially, speed up the process, basically. So that it is what it is. Lesson learned, right? Man, this beard is raggedy. I can't wait to shave it. But anyways, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I am so rusty. Anyways, you guys have a good night. God bless you. And stay cool, man.